Welcome everyone, I'm Byromie, and we'll be comparing all of these litters. We will be comparing it in as scientific of a backyard way as possible, and with as little bias as possible. We're going to compare dustiness, absorbency, we're going to compare odor control, we're going to compare as many things as I can think of. The thing I'm most excited about is comparing all these litters by volume, not by weight. Cat litter compared by weight is an unfair comparison, as cat litter is made of many different things. So which cat litter is going to be cheapest and most effective per volume? Let's jump right in. I'm Byromie. Litter Maid Premium Corncob Litter. Skoon Litter with diatomaceous earth. World's best cat litter is corn. Vibrant Life Mini Crystals. Fresh Step Crystals. America's Choice Bedding Pellets for wood pellets. Pretty Litter, you've probably seen it on Instagram. The new Luuup Litter, which is a lot like Pretty Litter, supposed to be. And one of my favorites, Dr. Elsey's Ultra and Scented Ultra. This is a clumping clay litter. Alright, we've got a clear, mostly clear plastic storage bin with a hole in the top. Inside we have our own little environment for testing dustiness. Simultaneously on the left side of the screen, I will be showing you results from this experiment here. I poured 3.5 liters of litter into this yellow bowl to simulate the dust we all see when pouring a fresh bag of litter into an empty cat box. We're gonna dump 2 cups of each type of litter. Again, we're measuring volume here, not by weight. 2 cups of litter inside onto this black paper, and we're gonna see how much dust is scattered inside the containment and onto the black paper. 2 cups of wood pellets. You can see a little bit of dust. Not a whole lot. That's one of the things wood pellets is famous for, is very little dust. This is what the paper looked like after I slid it back into the measuring cup. I only bought 2 sheets of this black paper. Hopefully it's enough. We're gonna get the Swiffer and the air duster to clean it in between. 2 cups of Litter Maid Corncob Premium Cat Litter. Dang, that's like absolutely zero dust. It's really, hard to say what's dust, because these are just kind of crumbs. You don't really get dust with this. It is lightweight, and it was kind of sticking to the... This could be some static that's causing it to stick. We'll look more into that later in the video. And these are the particles left behind after curling up the paper and pouring it back in. Particles, not really dust. Already we can see that corncob litter is a whole different animal, is lighter weight, and is particles, not really dust. So every litter is different. We've got world's best cat litter. This is a whole kernel corn-based cat litter, 2 cups. You want to pour it in? Come pour it in. You pour it through this hole. Yeah, it's easy. Pour it all in. Good job.
Now we spread it.
No, we're not going to spread it. We're just going to take a picture of it.
Only a picture?
All right. So here we are with World's Best. And this one's got some actual kind of dustiness to it a little bit more. But this litter was definitely not sticking to the inside of the bag or the cup, so it's heavier weight than the corn cob litter. Let's not make scratches. I gotta reuse this. Trying to save the planet and money, so that I only bought 2 and reusing the paper. Alright, because it is windy outside, I needed to keep it curled. And this is the tiny bit of dust that's left behind. It did a better job than the wood pellets. The wood pellets left behind more dust when I slid it back into the bag. I'm doing this video as much for me as for everyone else. I'm super excited to try this one. This is like one of the newest on the block spoon. It's made of like living earth, diatomaceous earth. Let's dump it in. Skoon cat litter, diatomaceous earth. There's just tiny dust. Looks pretty good. Pretty dust free. Let's see what happens when we slide it off. You can see just a slight bit of dustiness in the shape of the box. Whatever dust there is, it's really fine. This is the first litter that's been a medium of earth, and you can just barely make out the perimeter of the box. So there's a super fine dust that's spread around on here a little bit. Skoon cat litter, diatomaceous earth, left behind a fine layer of dust. Alright, pretty kitty litter. You've seen it on Facebook, you've seen it on Instagram. I know I have. 2 cups. Woo. The wind's blowing it a bit. And there's really no dust, just particles. And the crystals are very fine. This looks like a very comfortable, fine crystal kitty litter. Look at that. That is 0 dust. Nothing, zilch. This pretty litter is truly 100%, 99.99% dust free. No dust. You only have the crystals. The newest competitor in color change health monitoring technology, Luuup Litter. Let's see how it does compared to the pretty litter. 2 cups. All right, this too looks like only just particles. We're looking at some really fine. This litter almost looks more fine than the pretty litter, and we'll have to compare them side by side later as far as texture and grain quality and size. This one seems to have only yellow or orange flecks in it, while the pretty litter had several different colors. Vibrant Life mini crystals. So if you're looking for small crystals and don't really want the color changing technology, this might be a good option. We will see. 2 cups. Alright, there's quite a difference in size of crystals. We got some that are super tiny, we got some that are larger, and then we've got these blue flecks, which are probably odor control. And this is Vibrant Life mini crystal unscented. Actually, it says unscented cat litter. Fresh step litter comes with paw point. Not sure what these are used for, but this, if you collect them, might end up lowering the overall price if you actually use it. I'll have to look online later and see what you can actually get with these things. Fresh Step Premium Crystals, 2 cups. Alright, just like the Vibrant Life crystals, there's several different sizes of crystals. We got tiny ones and we've got big ones. And this is, my oh my, what a pretty blue color this is. So if you like color in your house and your litter box is kind of exposed to public, this might be something prettier to look at. Zero dust. Dr. Elsey's Ultra Clumping Litter. This is a highly rated, highly purchased item on Amazon. I've been using it and I'm super excited to see how all these compare. Already, it is much heavier as expected than the other litters that we've tried. 2 cups. We have a little bit of dust there. Not bad. This is why it's such a high rated litter. It clumps great and there's very little dust. Let's move on to the slide off. Alright, similar to Skoon Litter, this left behind a thin layer of dust that you can just barely see in the light, but not quite as bad as the Skoon Litter one. Alright, Dr. Elsey's Ultra Scented Litter. If you look at the reviews on Amazon, people say that there's no scent. I would have to agree, and a lot of people also say it's more dusty. Let's see. Alright, seems to be looking about the same. Maybe some smaller particles. Let's try the slide off. Whoops! Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Well, there was some dust that flung off of this. And again, we have the same schmear that's impregnated into the paper. If we dust it off a bit, it'll probably still be there. Yep, just a little bit. Wait, what? Do you hear that? It's sizzling. We've got Rice Krispies for cat litter. Clumping litter, it gets peed on, the clumps get tossed. The crystal litters and Skoon Litter are unique that they continue to absorb and you dump all of it after a certain amount of time. How are these litters going to perform after they've soaked up a little bit of water? Let's test those again and see if they've become any more dusty after some use, simulated use.